this collection, which is called the Fra Angelico Collection, was inspired by artwork produced during the Renaissance period by an artist. The name of the artist is Fra Angelico, and he was actually an artist, a painter, but he was also a monk. And he lived in San Marco, which is this complex of monasteries and church in Florence, Italy. And on the walls, he made frescoes, which are paintings on walls. But you can see how the color is very chalky. So this is what inspired the artists, the designers, Kate and Laura Malevi. And so this is one example of where we can really track very clearly where their inspiration came from. Where they were really awestruck of the beauty of the work, what it had to say. Every color of each dress can be found in the artwork in this room. So that meant that Kate and Laura really captured the color palette of the Renaissance period. That's what a lot of art does for us, you know, is that you have a reaction. You go up and you look at a sculpture, you look at a painting, and if you really look, you're going to react to it in some way. You may hate it, you may like it, it may remind you of something in your own life.
The basic element of any kind of clothing is the textile. And we're going to talk about Elsa Sunderland, who was a textile designer. She was inspired by everything. And one thing that was really important in terms of her inspiration is that her mother loved art, and she would take her to the museums. When she came to California, she was so incredibly excited about the climate and about the landscape. She got really, really inspired by pink and red and the blue of the sky. The California sky is an incredible blue. I want to tell you about one thing that she was truly inspired by over here. This is actually part of a man's shirt, a tunic. So I bet that Elsa saw this and she loved it. She was so inspired by the design on this that she decided to take a part of it and make a textile design from it. Here's an example of a pre-Columbian textile that's about, maybe 500, 600 years old. And look how she's used that to do the fish one. Can you see the inspiration there? But you liked the ice cube design. Mm-hmm. And she probably saw a painting like this. This is by a French painting by Georges Braque from 1908. Can you see the kind of inspiration that she might have had for something like that? The rocks made into cubes, because this is part of the design period, or the art period called Cubism. There's nothing new. Everybody has to start somewhere with something. And as I said, she was inspired by everything. You can imagine you'd have to have a lot of inspiration for over 1,000 textile designs. Yeah.